Would you like to know how to make a friend for life? My neighbor and friend, Jeff, the real Martian, him and Alicia, his wife, lived down the road about 1.5 miles or so, and we're over their house a lot. They're very hospitable, and they'll call us, hey, why don't you guys come over this evening, and we'll sit around them with the fire and visit and talk. And Jeff and I share a lot of tools and different things back and forth. And Jeff is a man that has been raised right, and when he borrows something, he brings it, or he gives it back to you in better condition than when you got it. You know, here's a perfect example, and I've went on about this for a long time. My dad taught me this. When you borrow something from a man, make sure that you bring it back in better condition than it was when you got it, and with some added value. What do I mean by added value? I did not expect this, but this is the type of guy that Jeff is, and this is why he's my friend. He borrowed my knife sharpener so he could just sharpen Alicia's knives. I also noticed that he bought his own. He had one in a box after there, the work sharp, and then a full new box of replacement sharpening bands. That's what I'm talking about, right? When you borrow someone's truck, when you bring it back, even if it's just for an hour going to the dump or something, you bring it back full of gas and you bring it back cleaner than it was. When you borrow someone's tool, skill saw, whatever, you bring it back and with a new blade on it. A rifle, how about an extra box of shells? You know, whatever. You just have to think about it, and you will have a friend for life. And if you don't, you'll have someone that doesn't think very highly of you. I can tell you personally, and I've talked about this so many times. I guess it's probably is an indicator on how much it irked me. I loaned a wood splitter to a guy. It was not a friend of mine, but more his wife was a friend of Mrs. W's, and I had to hound him to bring it back, and when he finally brought it back, it didn't start, wouldn't run, hadn't been taken care of, the pull cord was broken, and he didn't even have the decency to come into the house when he returned it, but just opened the gate and just dropped it off, right? That sort of thing. So, yeah, that galls me. You know, I don't know that I could ever, without an apology, I don't know if I could ever be civil with that guy or be friends with him, because it was just so poorly done. And so if you want a friend for life, when you borrow something, bring it back in better condition than when you found it. Cleaner or with some added value. So just a little mini video. I'm way behind in sharpening Mrs. W's knives. I'm going to go in and do that right now.